Hey everybody, this is the this is Beanie. I'm a judge for the RPG Maker Game Jam 2025. This is the beginning of recording. I'm playing Turnspire, a pixel game maker MV game. Let me write that down. That it's a pixel. Kuro's still there. Nice. It's fine, Fortuna. Oh, we have a controller. We can use a controller. Thank you. I think there's a thing from within, like, from within this, that if you plug in a pixel game maker game, this is what Padder81 said, is that if you plug in your control before launching a pixel thing, then it will, like, be okay. You forgot to go to bed? Have a good sleep, Kurunist. I will try and catch your stream sometime. No emotes during judging? I think emotes is fine during judging canned dinosaurs. It's absolutely fine. Oh, let's go. Okay, let's start because we're already in the tutorial. Good night, Kurunist. Enemy, player health. Player health? Die? You can switch position with the die by pressing A on your gamepad or S on the keyboard. When you swap places, the die gets hit. Your health changes randomly. Also, controller now gone. Hehehe. Alrighty. Good to have you in, Kurunist. Thank you for raiding, by the way. If an enemy is in your direction of movement, you will attack automatically. It's like a roguelike. The die is very fragile. If it's destroyed, it's game over. Swap place with the die. Oh, you kind of swap places with the die to stop it from being attacked, I guess. You're invincible while dashing. What's dash? How do you dash? You can hit the die or launch it and hit enemies. It deals high damage, but your health will change. Okay, I wonder what this is like, right? Wait, what is this? Is it? Oh, it's an action game. Oh, what? How do you? Oh my gosh. Oh, it's an action game. I don't think I understood truly what they were saying, because what is this? I don't think I've ever played a game like this, you know? Oh crap. What's the number in the beginning? The middle? 5, 4, what? Oh. 3? What do you mean? 2? Oh, it's my health. Wait, what is the dice though? Why does the dice's health matter? What? Oh, I'm so confused. Wait, what? How does this work? I don't think I understand what this game is and how to play it. Like, what does swapping with the dice do? And I'm actually very confused. Very complex. Can I explain? No. Wait. Okay. Ah. Oh, what is this doing? Okay. Okay. Ah. What is this? Oh, you can dash. Oh, okay. Oh, we're using the right stick. Okay. Okay, so you dash and you hit them. Okay, and then I'm just wondering how to do this in a way that is like replicable strategy. And why is there a number in the middle? And what does it do? And okay, I want to go back to the menu, but is there a button to go back to the menu? There's no pause menu. Where's the pause menu? Why don't I have a pause menu? I do. Oh, I just press start. I just press start or select, or I pressed both and it reset. Like if I press, is it both at the same time? Does it reset? Why did it reset? I don't know. Oh yeah, I pressed both at the same time. I didn't realize that would reset. Start and select. Okay, so what it says is player health. So that number is player health, and that's the player and that's the die. Those are enemies. That's the progress bar. I got all that. You can switch positions, yes. When you swap plays with a die or the die gets hit, your health changes randomly. Oh, so you can just swap places with a die to get a random health? The die is very fragile. Well, how much health does the die have? You're invincible while dashing. It deals high damage, but your health will change. To what? And what does that do? Does that damage the die? I think I understand everything, but I don't get what the central... Like, it's really confusing. Like, if I boot the die, does the die's health go down? How do I know how much health the die has? Can I hurt the die? How do people hurt the die? Well, I know that actually. Oh crap. How long does it take? Why can't I always swap with the die? Like I just tried then and it didn't swap. What's happening there? Oh wait. Oops. It's just hard sometimes to see how much health the die has and what happens. What is this? What was that? Was that a restarting of the game? What happened there? It didn't really communicate well whether that was a death or what that was. So I know I have 2 health, right? But how much health has the cube got? Is it based on the... Yeah, I mean, I think I know that's what it is, canned dinosaurs, but it's not made clear. Because it could have been that I died, right? Could have been my player died. It just does the same thing for both times. I guess I'm asking these questions even if I think I know the answer. But these are questions that I think are good to answer. See, so I booted that, but did my arrow boot that? Bonk, thank you, Fortuna. Making intuitive game is hard. I think making intuitive game is hard also when you're doing it in a genre. I don't know, is there any other games that's like this? You sort of have to, if you're taking a risk about what type of game you're making, you sort of have to making intuitive game, but trying to, I don't know, is there any other game like this? Or is it, it means it is apparent. I think that's yeah, go play King of Grayscale. That's Ellie's game. Oh, but RPG Maker .net doesn't exist anymore. I have to update that. Some of these commands I haven't used in a long time. But yeah, usually if I'm trying to innovate a genre, I don't know what game this is based on. Stuck with Crypt of the Necrodancer? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to say what dev should and shouldn't do with their core concept because that's very personal. But like, yeah, I'm just, a lot of it is quite difficult. Yeah, I actually, sorry, some of that is cryptish, isn't it? Oh, whoopsies. Your die is in red, so it's in danger of... Yeah, it's hard to... I'm just trying to figure out how I balance it, you know? Playstyle is similar, but not too complex. Yeah, I mean, I played some Crypt of the Necrodancer. But I just, you know... Crypt of the Necrodancer also moves on the beat. So it's a semi sort of... and it throbs on the beat, you know? So there's several things about Crypt of the Necrodancer that you could implement here. I think it's just the die swapping thing. You just have to figure out whether the trade-offs are intuitive or not, you know? You're just trying to... It's just trying to Yeah. Oops. So that's the context for the no context redeem. Oh, okay. I feel like I should. Yes, Crypt of the Necrodance is a good game. Good game, Raim. I think you'll like it if you like anything like Vampire Survivors or anything like that. It's a bit more old school. Rhythm roguelike dungeon crawler. So it's pretty fun. And I'd say it might even be an inspiration for this. I think just the swapping with the die is the thing that's getting me, because you sort of have to keep an eye on the die, but an eye on yourself, and flitting between them like a tennis match is not exactly a very comfortable thing and fun thing to do. And because, you know, enemies can get quite close to the die super quickly, for me, it's proving quite difficult. I wouldn't say, it's, I don't know, it might be because, I don't know, it's quite, no, yeah, I shouldn't, swap like that with, okay, yeah, because sometimes when it comes at both of me and the dice like that, it's hard to, it's just a bit, I don't know, it's a bit all over the place, which is fine. I think I respect what this game is trying to do, but I also think, simplicity might have been better, and this is all within a small space, so it's not, I don't know, I'm trying to figure out, it's not very fun. What? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's getting pretty hard. I mean, I like Crypt of the Necrodance though. Are the treasure chests considered for ratings? What's the treasure chest? Sorry. Oh, right. Sorry. I mean, yeah. I like. So based on that redeem that says I like the way the chests bounce. And then people want context, basically. So thank you, Fortuna. Thank you for noticing that. I haven't used some of those redeems in a long time. But yeah, it's the game is this game. I mean, the idea is good. It just feels a little weird, and it's a little. See. So here's I can't pause either. So I want to be able to pause, but I can't do that. It's just hard to control whether they go. Yeah, see, I teleported it, but then they, and then it goes again, and then, So how am I supposed to? I don't know. I don't know how I'm supposed to win this because it's just everywhere, and they're all coming for me, and they're all coming for this, and it's weird how my arrow pushes the cube, and then I don't know. Like how are you supposed to dodge everything? It's just too. Okay, I guess, I don't know. Maybe I should see the developer play, but it's just so much to it all at once. Hard for me to even figure out how to do all this, And then why does it randomize the HP when you swap the die? Like, what's the deal with that? How do you do that? Why is my HP going up as well? It went up from 2 to 3, but I didn't swap anything. It's just a lot of things that I feel are not either not explained very well or just kind of difficult to track. See, why am I going 2 and then now I've got 3 HP? What's up with that? Why is it randomizing my HP? See, randomized to 5. Oh, crap. Okay. It's too quick because when I'm moving as slow as I can, as I am, I can't even get out of the reach of that. Oh, I can actually, turns out, but it's hard to get out of the reach of that when... crap. Man. It's just too much. Too much. Can tell if the... Yeah, I don't know what the health randomizer is. What is it? Like, what's the deal with it? Oh, crap. Yeah, it's just a bit weird, that's all. Oh, wait, see, we didn't even get to celebrate what the boss was, the boss win that it was, where it's like, congratulations, blah, blah, blah. But there's not really congratulations. And it's all on this one map, and I don't feel any sense of achievement for having beat any of these things, and it's just very messy. And then it just takes you back to The beginning, well before stage 1, I don't want to play more of this. I think I've almost had enough. I'm sorry for being so harsh. Clearly there's talent put into this game. But it's almost like... I don't know. I think you know what I mean. A lot of it is hard to convey, and it's harsh, and it's a bit too strong. No, we went back to the beginning, so we're back at the beginning of our run. But the thing is, it hasn't given us a, oh, game over, sorry, type message, you know. That's what a game over message is for. It's supposed to almost be an apology to the player. It's like, oh, sorry you screwed up, but not like a go straight back to the level without even saying, or like, hey, yeah, you beat the boss, you know. Try and take care of your players' feelings as well, you know. Especially if we don't know when a boss begins, when a boss ends. Needs to be a sense of even forgiveness and friendliness towards the developer, and yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just like if I wasn't judging, I would already have quit. But like, hey, there's an idea here, and it would be nice if the idea was explored in a nice way. It just seems very unfriendly towards the player. Needs to be a bit, well, in my opinion, just a bit easier. Have some in-between screens to say, yeah, you did this part, you know, they did this level, different levels, and even if it wasn't just on the same stage that just looks kind of the same. It's not clear whether the player died or the die died. And the idea of randomizing... See, I just healed by randomizing until I got 5. And I don't know if that's a good trade-off for a game to have. Like, it's not... Oh, yeah, see... And it's the same music over and over again. The music is... I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. But I think people have... I think some of the judges have ended a game early if you feel like what's going on, you've experienced all there is to offer. And I'm almost feeling like I've experienced almost all there is to offer with this game, but I'm going to push on for it for a little bit. But it's very possible. Hey, that's Karen and Outrage Simulator. That's a fun game. Where you simulate a Karen. The health is incrementing as well. It's decreasing. Well, it's which health? Yeah, I'm being harsh, but I'm not unable to pause any of this. It needs to breathing. Let me manually pause this. Let me stop the game. All right, and talk about it. Mid game, I'm gonna keep trying, right? But you're not giving me any space to breathe. I can't breathe. I can't pause. There's no space between runs. There's no yeah, it's just on, and the music is going on, and it just kind of, and the thing is, there's a lot of talent in here. There's a lot of talented things that you have pushed, and it's quite interesting. But like, it's almost like trying to innovate the genre in a way. But it's just, I don't think there's some good game design decisions, like the randomization of health when you're swapping with a die. I don't think it makes sense gameplay wise. You're not really testing a skill with that, I think. You die on 1 or 5. The number you die on 0, Pudding. You teleported, health got randomized to 1 and got hit. Yeah, bad luck like that. So you can't die. So I think it's when you swap, I don't think the randomization of the health makes sense. But we'll keep playing for a little bit. But I think at a certain point, I feel like I have experienced all the game has to offer. Sadly, because look at this. This is a great little control screen, and this is a But if anything, like maybe a track like this can get irritating quite quickly. So I'm going to try and protect this die, right? Even at the cost of myself. Okay, now I'm going to protect that die. I'm going to keep an eye on the die. Okay, wait, I thought I swapped with the die. I pressed A, but didn't swap. If it goes to 1, then I'll swap with the die, right? That's my goal. Okay, swap the die and then swap back. See, I didn't swap with the die at all, and then it said 5 health. Why did I go up to 5 health even if I never swapped with the die? What happened there? Why did it do that? And why, when I swapped with the die, did it heal me? Or did it heal the die? There's just things about this game that are not... Oh, hitting the dice changes... Yeah, it does change the... That doesn't say... It doesn't have a cooldown that's communicate. I feel like I am sort of, you know... I don't know. All I can just say is... well done for making the sprites and the animations are pretty cute, but I just think the central mechanics need some more thought before they... there needs to be a thought about the trade-offs and the testing of skill. Is it consistent though? Is what part consistent is the question. It is weird that the arrow kicks the dice. Oh crap! Ah crap! Ah crap! Okay, now we're gonna like flip back and forth between the like that. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, see, I randomized to 1 and then I got hit. I don't think I can take much more of this, to be honest. Alright, I think that's it for judging. I've been given permission to end a judging session early if I feel like I have experienced all the game has to offer. For now, I do not think that by the end of my time I will have done much more than what I have experienced. If anything, I think I will have become more bitter towards the game and you will lose more points. Thank you, Fortuna. But anyway, but I want to end the game while I have a somewhat of a positive opinion. Well, not positive opinion, but some positive things to say about it. And I'll put my own music over right now. So thank you for creating Turnspire. Here's some good things about the game. I like that it supports gamepad. I like that there is an attempt here for an original and interesting gameplay implementation. I like that there is an idea here. I actually really like grid-based games that are action-based, kind of like Crypt of the Necrodancer, and I think that is an influence. I like the enemy sprites and the core music if it were changed. What I think could be improved. There's this thing where I believe that gameplay is best described as, for me, well, one of the best ways that I like to describe gameplay is the testing of skills. And when gameplay gets frustrating, or like when I don't like gameplay, is sort of when either the skills are not being tested in a very interesting way, or the skills that are being tested are not interesting of themselves. Now here, with the randomization of the cube, the fact that you can swap with it at any time, I believe, makes it more of a... The thing that's being tested is, oh, can you see when the health is low and then just press a button until it becomes high again, and then somehow get far enough away from the enemy that you can swap and make it high again. And to me, that is less interesting than, and not as dynamic of, it can become repetitive quite quickly. And it's also, for me, it's not an easy test to control. Now here's the thing, the developer might have a way to play this game that will revolutionize everything, but also I think there's not a lot of conveyance about the rules of the game and how they interact with each other and building of rules on top of each other. You sort of just stacked a lot of enemies at once onto the player, when I think it would be better to stack them one at a time. Give a player an easy challenge to overcome, let them overcome it, celebrate that they've overcome it, and give them a sense of achievement, and then sort of give them a bit more maybe later on. I think you need to keep in mind the player's sense of achievement, their sense of self-esteem. Give them moments of action followed by moments of respite or quiet, so that you can have a bit more variation throughout your game. Give them a little bit of time to recuperate, give them time to strategize, maybe even in, that's why people have hubs, to be like, oh, let's go and improve, give improvements and all this stuff. But in an arcade game such as this, if you are trying, and it feels almost like you're trying to invent a genre as well, you're trying to invent a game, and that's really hard, and I admire that ambition. But you really have to have all of those aspects of knowing player thoughts and psychology down to a T before you even start to try to invent your own genre entirely. What I would recommend is almost like what Pudding said. I'll go back to what Pudding said, is to, you could even take the, what's it called? Crypto the Necrodancer loop and just do that. I'm not going to name them, but they were in chat, but a person created something that is similar-ish to Vampire Survivors, but with guns. The fact of that one, though, is it's quite similar to that game with a little twist, and it's taken elements of other games and put them together, but trying to invent an entire thing with, a dice and doing, sometimes it goes too far away, and you have to almost be a genius to pull it off. And I wouldn't put yourself in that position of trying to invent something from scratch. You should sort of, in my opinion, I'd recommend this for, game developers and stuff, to kind of just take things that exist and meld them together and try and do them according to your ability. Anyway, my point is this. Thank you for making this game. You were clearly a good gameplay programmer and developer. You could put that to good use, but maybe go for something that is a bit closer and grounded in what already exists. Slightly innovate on something that already exists, and you could make something like the things you like to play, like maybe Crypto the Necrodancer, but just slightly different, or even a recreation of that, and try and ground it in like some kind of linear adventure. I mean, I'd play Crypto the Necrodancer with a story. That'd be fun. I think someone should make that. Crypto the Necrodancer, pretty much identical gameplay, but make it a linear, story with characters and a plot and things like that. And that'll be quite grounded and fun, Don't make it too difficult even. You could just, I don't know. So even something like that, a very light innovation would be a fun loop. But this seems to try to create an entirely new thing, and it's very difficult to make something fun like that from scratch. Some people do it even by accident. I've seen the Vampire Survivors guy. He didn't even know that he was creating something addictive until his friends played it and they, loved it and they kept playing it. So you never quite know. But with that kind of thing, for a game jam, it's easy to make it frustrating if you don't know some of the core things. Anyway, that's what I think about this game. Thank you so much for making it. You are clearly talented, and that's why I want to give you this advice. Every game is a gift, and thank you for making this game. I hope that you keep making games. I'm going to judge this based on the five categories of theme, gameplay, engagement, presentation, and polish. Now, theme, beyond expectations. It was quite unexpected. I don't know what to say about that. Beyond that, the game is quite gameplay focused. It has unexpected mechanics. I don't know what to say beyond that. I don't think there's much beyond that. Okay. Alright, gameplay. Now here's the thing. The mechanic implementation itself would require a lot of skill to make. There needs to be a bit more of a consideration of skill testing and trade-offs for the developer to be able to invent a whole new style of gameplay like this. I'd recommend the developer to try something a bit more similar to other games. Just to start off like that. Boom. Engagement. The game has promise but gives you no rest. It is very difficult and punishing, and some of the mechanics don't make sense. But there is promise here. So yeah, nothing wrong with taking inspiration. Well, I would even say do take inspiration from other software to try and use the best of the things that you've played and combine them together in ways that feel like you're melding them into something new. I actually think that this is very difficult. Like, a lot of people's designs come from complaints they've had in other games. They're like, I like this game, but I don't like when they do this. I don't like when games do this. I don't like when games do this. So let's do something like this game and this, but let's change it so it doesn't do these things that are annoying to me. You know, and that's the basis of a lot of games. They're just like, okay, it's in the turn-based genre. We're using a lot of the same things, but just change the things that I don't like about it and see if it works, you know, and maybe add a few things, you know. Unless it's copyrighted. Yeah. I mean, I hope that, you know, the pure game design stuff, the pure behind the texture is like not copyrighted. I'm glad that people can make Survivor-like games without Vampire Survivors itself suing you. I don't like when people copyright game mechanics itself. Presentation, actually pretty decent. I'll say, sorry, what was there was decent. I liked the sprites and animations. They were good. But it was just one arena, and the arena was very plain. And that and the music track got old quick. But more environments and more variation throughout the game itself would provide a better all-round experience. Yeah, so just quite repetitive. Polish, no bugs as far as I know. Welcome in, Panda. How you doing? All right, so that was Turnspire. Thank you so much for making this game. You clearly have a lot of potential. You clearly are really good at making games, but just keep closer to the meta. You know, when you're making games, even the best games in the world, they stick close to the meta and they only change it a little bit. You're going, all good, only just woke up? I will not comment, Panda. I'll not comment on that. But happy Mother's Day. No, just good on you. Good. Welcome to the world. Oh, but you were playing Repo last night, so I'm jealous, I think. How's everything going for you? I think you were playing Repo, were you? If so, I'm just super jealous. It's like, just your sleep is broken. Yeah, I know that. I feel you, Panda. I always get the sleep broken, but I'm going well, by the way. Anyway, thank you for this game. Keep making games. That was Turnspire. Cheers. And I'm going to stop the recording. If my Twitch stream breaks, let me know. Cheers.